Geometry, Chapter 1, Section 5, Example 1. We want to name two angles that form a linear pair. So you got to go remember your vocabulary words. And what does linear pair mean? Well, the word linear has the word line in it. Line, you know what a line is. And pair means two. So we want two angles that form a line. So any two angles that you can find that form a line would be a linear pair. So the very first two that I see are that angle there, which is angle YZV, and with that you have an angle right here, and that would be angle VZX. That's not all. You can do more. We could keep the same first angle. This, let me clear. Nope, I can't clear that part off on the side. Grab my eraser. There we go. So let me erase that part off of there. And go back to markers and grab my green one. Okay, so same angle here. So angle, that was YZV. YZV could also be a linear pair here, because here's a straight line. This VW is a straight line. So that would be YZV. YZV. So that would be a linear pair. Let me erase those off there. And I'm just going to keep erase it off and grab the marker and change colors again. So then I could keep this one. That was angle YZW. Oh, that was a W there. Sorry, that could have been confusing. The YZV and YZW. So then I'm going to keep YZW, and I'm going to add to it this WZX. Angle W and then Z and X. I didn't have to go with that big angle though. I could have gone with a smaller angle. Okay, so I could have gone Y to Z to T. So that is angle Y to Z to T. And that one, to form a line, would be this line YX. And so that angle there is TZX. TZX. And there's more on here. That's just a lot of them. So linear pair, two angles that are already next to each other, that two of their sides are opposite rays or form a linear pair, form a line. How about naming two obtuse vertical angles? Two obtuse. Here's our keyword here, obtuse and vertical. So obtuse means greater than 90 degrees, and vertical means two lines that intersect, and we want the angles that are opposite each other. So let's look at lines that intersect. Now here's a line here that intersects with this line here. So now you want to look at, well, is 65 and 65, those are vertical angles, but are those obtuse? No. How about this angle up here, is VZX, which is 115. 115 is obtuse. And it should go with this angle down here, this 50 and the 65. And 50 and 65, when you add them together, is in fact 115 degrees. So our answer on this problem would be this VZX, VZX, and it would be vertical with this YZW. YZW. Let's look at another one. How about name two acute vertical angles? Same picture. So we still have the same vertical angles. This is our straight line. Here is our other straight line. That wasn't straight at all. Let's try that one again. There's my other straight line. That's better. Okay. So my vertical angles, this was our 115, and these two added together gave me 115. And this is 65, and this is 65. These two are vertical angles here. Okay, and are they acute? Well, acute means less than 90 degrees. So yep, they are less than 90 degrees and they are vertical. So that's going to be VZY, angle VZY, and angle XZW. XZW. So those are our two vertical angles that are acute. And how about name two acute adjacent angles? Acute and adjacent. Acute means less than 90, adjacent means next to. So you want two angles less than 90 that are next to each other. So the 115 is out, that's greater than 90. So then you can pick any of the rest of these two as long as they're next to each other. So these two are next to each other and both of them are less than 90. So you could say angle XZW, that's XZW, and angle WZT. You could also grab these two, right? Those two would be a pair of acute adjacent angles. So that would be WZT, and it would be an acute adjacent angle with TZY. Okay, so you take a moment, push pause, see if you can answer this question. I'll come back and give you the right answer. Name two adjacent angles whose sum is less than 90 degrees. So we want adjacent angles and less than 90 degrees. So we want the sum less than 90 degrees. So we want two angles next to each other. Okay, these two are next to each other. When you add them together, are they less than 90 degrees? Well, 55 plus 30 would be 85, so that would be fine. So is that answer up here? BAC? Is BAC in here anywhere? BAC, here's a BAC, CAB, BAC, and it's got NAB, so that's not good. Why don't I go about this the other way? Let's look at this one. CAD, where is CAD? CAD is there, and DAE, that doesn't work, so that one's out. Cross that one off the list. So for this one, FAE, FAE, that one's less than 90, that's good. And FAN, okay, and when we add these two together, are those two added together less than 90? Remember, this is the sum is less than 90, and that would be true, so my answer would be B. Hopefully you got B for the answer. And the next one, again, push pause. When you're ready, come back and check your answer. Okay, on this one, you want acute vertical. So BAN, B to A to N, that's that one. And EAD. Okay, those two are vertical. Here's my line BE, here's my line ND. So they're vertical, but are they acute? No, they're not acute, so that one is out. Okay, let's try the next one. BAD, and BAN. Those two are not vertical, right? They form a linear pair. They form a linear pair. They're not vertical. So this one is out because it's a linear pair. Let's try another one. BAC, and CAE. Those are also a linear pair. They form line BE, so they are out. So hopefully our last one is the correct answer here. Let's go one more time here. So FAN is that one. It is an acute angle, that's good. And DAC. Okay, so this one is also acute, so we've got the acute part, check. Are they vertical? Well, DN is one line, FC is another line. They are intersecting lines, and those are opposite angles. So our answer on this one would be D.